All right, YouTubers, it is Friday night, October the 20th. Got a few pieces blasted. We ended up having to cut some of this stuff off. Some of these old bolts and stuff, just terrible bad. So we cut them off and got started sandblasting, and we got 4 of the 6 pieces that we need to get cleaned up done. That's what we've been working on tonight in the rusty metal garage. And as soon as we get that done and get those pieces ready for epoxy, we'll jump back on this door, sand it down, work on it a little while, and get it ready for epoxy. Spray all that, and then we'll jump on the fenders. Hey YouTube, Jeff Lindsay in the garage with you. Saturday afternoon about 4 p.m. And we got the rest of our bracketry and headlight pieces sandblasted this morning. And we started on the door. We've been in the garage for a few hours. We've just been blocking and sanding and blocking and sanding on this door. And we've kind of got that line straightened up with the short strand fiberglass. And we've got, everywhere we put that, we've got it sanded down with 80 grit sandpaper. And nothing feels high in that. Everything feels like it's down, you know, recessed just a little. We're probably going to leave it just like it is and go ahead and wipe it down and go ahead and put a swipe of body filler on there and see if we can get it. I don't want to spray it with epoxy and then not be able to get this thing straightened up. So we're going to try to straighten it out and get it looking good before we spray it with epoxy. I think it'll be all right on this door this one time. So, but it's a lot better than it was. A lot better than it was. Kind of hard to tell. It's all grayish silver. But we've got all the fiberglass, short strand fiberglass sanded down as far as we're going to take it. Alright, Toby, Jeff Lindsay in the garage with you. We've got a good first swiping of body filler. A lot of that's going to come off, and we'll see just how straight we can get our line. It's about 4:30 p.m. Saturday. We'll probably go in and wait on this for a while before we try to start blocking it down. But we just took the old wide, like a drywall deal I had there. This thing's probably about 10 inches wide. And that's what we spread it with. And that's a whole lot better than trying to do it with these little old things I got, these little 3M thing. Ain't about 4 inches wide there. So that gives us a little better swiping and kind of control that body filler a little easier with that. Alright guys, Jeff Lindsay in the garage with you about 7:30 Saturday evening, fitting to call it a night. Been blocking away on this thing, trying to get this one side down. We taped it right along that line. We marked each end, pulled our tape, and it might be hard to see, but as you block this thing, if you'll keep that block up and not let it roll over into the tape. And I think that's the whole point of putting the tape, is to see, you can see where the filler hadn't been touched yet. But as I block this down, the part where you're blocking it gets closer and closer toward that taped edge, which is the edge, the top of the body line. And I guess that's the visual reference that you need. And you can see out here on this end where it's already got extremely close. And then I just got more blocking to do in here. Just coming along there blocking. Back into this part right here where the dent was turned out good. I need to come back and put just a little more, which I'm gonna have to guide coat and all that mess. I've never done any of that, but obviously I've got to watch a few videos and try to figure out how to do all that. Here's the thing, I got 2 or 3 folks, actually more than that, saying to, you know, because there was so much damage right in here to skin the door. Here's my plan. Because I'm already this far with this, I'm gonna see this through. It'll be good practice anyway. But I'm gonna see this through and see just how good I can get it. And if it doesn't turn out like I want it to, I'll cut the skin off and buy one and try that. I'm really worried about folding these edges and all. And I mean, I just don't know. I've heard some people say don't try it, and everybody, you know, a lot of people saying to skin it. So I don't know. I just don't know. I know it'll be hard. But there again, we're going to see this part of it through, see just how we can, you know, how good we can get it. And we'll go from there, YouTube. I'm not sure how much time I've got making this video. If we got enough, we may upload from here. If not, we'll add more to it tomorrow when we get out here and block this on down. All right, we'll bring you back. All right, YouTube. After what seems like an eternity of blocking and sanding, and we have got a pretty daggone straight line, and obviously we won't really know how good or bad that is until we spray it, and then it'll show up. But it feels really good. I have not gone over that. There's a line there, a filler line. Wherever there's filler, you can feel it. I have not gone over that and knocked that down. I'm just going to lightly go over that with some 120 or something. And then the place or two that I missed, I'm going to go ahead and fill that. And if there's anywhere else that I can find that I think might need a touch of filler, I'm going to do that. And hopefully this afternoon we're going to be able to shoot this door, YouTube. That's the plan. I know it's hard to see, but boy, that's a straight line now, I'll tell you. Turned out good so far. All right, we'll bring you back. All right, tubers, got it ready. Got it cleaned up best I can. We're going to put a coat of epoxy on there, and that'll pretty much tell the tale of what else we need to do to it. And of course, keep in mind that's just the sealer part of it. We're going to go back over it again and do the final body work. And I just want to try to get that line straightened up, the body line, and get the damage fixed. We'll see what it looks like, but the whole car will be body work later on. You know, once we get it all fixed and get it mocked up, you know, and then we'll start doing the body work, or somebody will. I'm not sure who's going to do all that, but we'll see. All right, YouTube, we'll bring you back when we shoot. All right, YouTube, Jeff Lynn's in the garage about 1:15 Sunday. We got one coat on the door real quick, and there's some bad spots. We're going to have to definitely do some more body work, which we knew we were going to have to do more body work. Whole car's got to be body work. But there's some places on there, obviously. Some of it primer might take care of, but if you look right down there, I don't want to get on top of this door just yet. There's a high spot right there, or a low spot on the other side of it. That's pretty obvious. And the line is not perfect, but it's daggone close for me. These other places that we body filled, there's one right here. We're gonna have to put a little bit more here. And there's a little spot here. You can see that, those real thick coarse scratches, that 80 grit. And there's also a lot of trash in that. A lot of trash, but that's okay. We're not trying to paint the car just yet. We're just trying to get it fixed and sealed up. Overall, I think what we've done looks fairly good. considering how bad the door was. But if you look down that thing, I don't know how good that's going to show up. That line's got a little bit of a crook in it. It's not terrible though. I think one more coat of filler and retape it off. Once we get ready to do the body work, we'll be able to straighten it right out, hopefully. Not too terribly disappointed, not real happy, just somewhere in between, you two. We're going to hit it with a second coat in about 30 minutes, and we'll bring you back to look at that, and then we'll let you look at the video. Alright, YouTube. Alright, YouTube. The second coat of epoxy is on, and it looks better. I just hit it real light with that first coat, and went a little heavier, probably just kind of trying to overlap each swipe by about 50% or so. The door don't look terrible. I'm just not convinced yet if I'm gonna use it or if I'm gonna try to skin it. But it's protected. It's in epoxy on this side, and in a day or two we'll flip it over and finish the other side, hang the doors, finish mocking up that part of it, and then come on out and get started on the fenders, and we'll just keep going from there. We still got a long way to go, a lot of work to do. Both fenders have got to be cleaned up, depainted. Depainted. The header panel, lower valence panel, all that's got to be gone through. Don't know how much rust repair we're going to have on those. Hopefully they won't be too terrible bad. I've considered buying both pieces new, but hey, if they're not terrible and I can fix them, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that. So we'll see. But anyway, that's what's next. Finish, hang the doors, and then start on them fenders, you two. I want to thank everybody again. Every video, I thank you for watching. Several new subscribers in the past couple of days. I say several, I mean 5 or 6, and really hadn't been paying it no attention, but I went over 300. Don't know who number 300 was, but thank you. And so I'm over 300, and probably need to do some kind of little giveaway at that point. We did one at 100. We didn't do one at 200, but we'll come up with something for 300. And if you're on board right now, we'll go ahead and make that list. If you're on board right now, you'll just automatically be eligible for whatever I give away. You don't have to comment, do anything. As long as you on now, you eligible. No special rules and regulations. And we'll give away something nice, something decent. Not that anybody else don't. There's the pieces. We went ahead and shot them. That's all the stuff that's got to go back on the core support, YouTube. And I'm way over 15 minutes, so I'm gonna have to do a little editing instead of just putting these pieces together. So I'll have to take out some of that babbling I've been doing in between. All right, YouTube, I appreciate everybody watching, commenting, liking, and all that good stuff. It's been a pretty decent weekend, so we'll try it again. Maybe some in the evenings. We'll see how it goes, and we'll just keep plugging along. All right, everybody. Have a good work week.